Hey y'all. Okay, one more ditty in this batch of videos. As you can tell, same shirt, same place that I'm at. But I had three that were calling me to record today. So here I am. The third thing is, so I've been on we're all on a spiritual journey. We're all spiritual beings because we're here, in this realm right now. But my active spiritual journey has been going on most of my life, my adult life, I would say, my seeking, my wanting to know, to understand, to know myself. And, what's the ultimate, what's the meaning? What's, all of that, right? Who am I? Why am I here? All those things. And along my journey, I've definitely gone down many, many paths. And there's no right one, there's no wrong one. There's ones that are more serving and less serving, and ones that, led me to places that had more benefit or less benefit. And I was able to, navigate that. But this idea, and I just heard, there's this Indian woman, and, she's a guru, and I don't subscribe to, for myself, I'm not like, oh, I have a guru or any teacher or anyone outside of myself. I would say I am not, attached. But I can hear something that someone says and go, ooh, that resonates, or how they say it or something, right? But I'm not, no longer at the place where, I'm needing, wanting, or looking for, anything outside of myself. Actually, not a thing. But I followed this one on Instagram. I'll put her link below. Gosh, I can almost never say her name. Maharishika. Anyway, but I love her teachings. And I saw a clip and she was talking about how the observer it can only ever be conceptual, right? So in like mindfulness or Vipassana teachings, it's about being mindful and being the witness. So what you do is you take yourself out of whatever's going on. Like maybe you have a trigger, maybe you're really sad, whatever. Or maybe you're just like sitting, chilling under a tree. But you take yourself. You have the awareness that there's a body and an experience and all of that. And then you pull back to a witness or something that's observing what's going on. You're not in it. You're not being it. You're just observing. And this, there's times when that can be helpful, right? Especially if maybe you're in a really panicky place or a crisis place in the moment and you're like, oh, or maybe you just, and it can help to like ease that, ease your nervous system, your body, all of that. Or maybe you just want to observe what it's like to have a sensation of pain and not hold on and attach to it and identify with it, right? That can be helpful. You can kind of pull back and go, I'm just the witness of this pain right now. And it's here for me for something, and then you can go back in. The thing is the witness or the observer can only ever be conceptual. Okay. Just like non-duality, which I explored for years, non-duality. And I was, a big fan. And then I realized, okay, a little bit of this, a little bit is good. A lot is too much. And it's taking me out of my human experience, which is not why I'm here. I'm not here to be, flying around, energetically in the ethers and not be here in my body. That's not why I'm here. And many things brought me back to my body, right? But, so non-duality does not exist in our realm, in this physical realm. It doesn't exist. And yes, we are spiritual beings. We are not, form at our core, right? Our body is currently inside of the soul, right? The soul doesn't come into the body. The body is inside of our essence, our soul. Oh, sorry, I'm saying my eye. So that for sure, but we are here in a body for a reason. We did incarnate and come into this human form and, have flesh and blood and there's a reason for that. So to take oneself out of it, like consistently or in a, constant basis. And she talks about like how, if you're just going into a space of, meditation, and you're just flying away from yourself and your body, the consequences of that, which, I know some people who spend too much time there and have a really hard time being in the body and coming back and having a human experience. And that can also lead to all that's left is the ego. And so then you can do things that harm others and not have that human compassion anymore. Okay, there's a lot of consequences to that. But anyway, so what is it about then? If it's not about like, detaching and being like, okay, I'm not gonna experience this. I'm gonna experience it from an observer point of view, not, I'm gonna witness it. I'm not gonna be in it. Then it takes us out. And then it's like, well, I'm feeling a certain thing for a reason. An emotion, a feeling, an experience, a trigger. It's all here for me. That's my medicine. That's, my life is my medicine. I did a video on that. Life is your medicine. So if you are denying yourself of that, what's happening is people who are only in, the observer state, only witnessing, they're bypassing. It's called spiritual bypassing, which does exist. And you're robbing yourself of the experience of being a man or a woman in a body. And you've lost the plot. You are not actually living your soul's blueprint, because all those things that are coming to you, whatever triggers that are happening, are there for you, right? They're mirroring back to you. They're showing you something. They're here for you. It's not our job to disassociate from them. Okay, again, for a time, if it's intense or whatever, or just for a fun practice, I'm just gonna be the observer, You gotta be in it to win it, in your body. That's being. And then you just surrender to your soul, that's like, that's always here. That's got your back. That's like, gives you what's a yes, what's a no. It's always gonna let you know that, but you're not gonna be able to hear that if you're checked out in witness mode, right? You're gonna be, you're gonna be just checked out. You need disassociation from yourself. Again, there's a time and a place for all of these things, but and this is my experience, and this is my opinion, right? So if it doesn't resonate, don't just move on. And if it does, cool. But being in your body is where, what's going on here? What's happening? What's going on right now? That's where the gold nuggets, that's where the good stuff is. That's where your medicine is. So I hope you enjoyed that, or that it was helpful in some way. And if not, that's okay too. You can always share it with a friend or loved one who you feel may benefit from that as well. I'm wishing you lots of love and peace, lots of peace, and feeling the peace that you are. And we can only do that when we're here in our system, our body. Feeling the peace is your soul. Your soul is your peace. So may peace be with you. You can find all my links below for any support that you may need. And I'll see you next time.